Yeah, man. I basically started out 10 years ago when I just got into like Western music. Like the artist really popped me off was Jay Sean. I remember like
Nice.
seeing his videos on MTV when I was young. Yeah. So yeah, I got really inspired by the man, and I loved his beats. The R&B thing basically came from him. So yeah, I was just doing it for fun, like for 6 years. But just 4 years back, I found BeatStars, and then I thought that this could be something, and I basically made an account and signed up for everything and tried out. Unfortunately, things worked out the good
Tell,
way.
uh, tell us tell us a little bit about how, like, who helped you get started on BeatStars, and what were you expecting when you started out on BeatStars?
Basically, the guy who helped me out the most was Stunner Beats. Shout out to Stunner Beats from India, Guwahati. A really dope producer, man. Yeah, he helped me out way bigger, way like a lot of help from him. And the thing I was expecting when I just basically like started on BeatStars was not getting like a lot of attention and the traction that I thought that I would need. But
Sure.
he basically guided me to advertise and brand yourself really well. So the branding part I took very seriously, studied about it, and did just nail my branding as much as I could. And fortunately, things worked out for me
Nice.
really well. Yeah.
Nice. Talk about a little bit about your success on BeatStars over the last two years or so. What have you done that you feel like has helped you build your brand on the platform besides advertising? Talk a little bit about your sound. I would say.
Yeah. So basically, when I started out, I basically started with rap music, as I said. When I started on BeatStars, I started making trap music because that's what everyone was doing. The basic hot thing was the trap music. So I
Yeah.
just got into it and started making trap beats and everything. Then I just noticed that I wasn't getting as much attention as I thought I could get. So I found a niche in the music that I really like making. So I slowly shifted toward making pop music, and I slowly started uploading the beats like Justin Bieber type beats and Khalid type beats. So that's just SEO, but it worked out so good for me. I didn't actually know that pop beats was such a great demand for the beats in pop genre.
Mhm.
And from there, I think yeah, 2 years ago, it just really popped off by making pop beats and finding a niche that I could expand into and make my name into.
Sure. That's one of the reasons why I think I reached out and I started following you on BeatStars is because there's a lot of great producers, all types of genres, but your sound, the pop sound that you have is very refreshing, and I think easy to write to. I think one of the reasons why you've done
Yeah,
well on the platform is it's good music for people to write to, um, and just easy listening. So done a great job on there. Um,
thanks,
and
man.
I know you've been on YouTube for a while too, and you've been pushing YouTube, and one of the reasons why you're
Yeah,
able to drive more traffic. Um, we'll talk a little bit more about how you built everything up on our BeatStars.live show in a second.
I'm sorry.
But I just wanted to let you guys all know that's watching.
I
This is
cannot hear
PR
you now.
Beats. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
The audio is a little shaky.
Okay. All right. Let's just meet on BeatStars.live. If everyone's there,
Okay.
if anyone can listen, just go to BeatStars.live real quick. We are going to be live with PR Beats. We're going to be playing some of his beats and talk a little bit about his story. So see everyone
Okay.
there. Thanks for tuning in on. What is up, everyone? Um, we
Hello.
are live with PR Beats right now. What's up, PR?
Hello.
I know. Yo, can you hear me?
Man, I think your mic is muted.
Uh-oh. Okay, one second. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Oh, no. One second. All right, there's always technical difficulties, guys. Um, let's see. Let
Let
me
me
let me
check
check.
from my side. Yeah, I cannot hear you from some reason.
I think here, PR, jump out and then jump back in.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Yep.
you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, cool. All right, guys. What's up, everyone on BeatStars.live? We are currently going live on multiple channels: Facebook,
Okay.
YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. We were just live on Instagram for a hot minute. You guys might have seen that earlier. I want to just say, I want to shout out everyone who's on Twitch right now: Yurt, AK Music, Sharpness Beats. Thanks for joining us today on this Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers out there. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here, would we?
Yeah,
um,
that's true.
but let me just send this to my mom so she can watch it too. I know.
Okay, sure.
But real quick, everyone, this is PR Beats from
Hey, man.
Bhopal, India. And we are here for Sunday Sounds, this show that we're doing every Sunday to highlight some of the best, little quite unknown producers on BeatStars that are coming up, and we've done 3 episodes so far. Shout out to Jasmine Crowder for helping put this show together and ideating for this show. I think it's immensely important that we highlight some of the people, some of the producers on BeatStars that are coming up. And we had audio by Samuel for the first episode. We had Broke Boy second episode. I think Retro won the third episode, and you are the
Yeah,
fourth episode,
yeah,
Mr. PR Beats. So before we get into playing some of the music, I would like to just start with your story, because it is a very interesting come up.
yeah, man.
I'm India. I'm from India. My parents
Yeah.
are from India. I was born and raised in the U.S., but I'm of Indian descent, and
Okay.
I go back to India sometimes. I want to go more, but I truly
You're
believe
welcome,
in.
man. Anytime you're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet in person soon, I hope.
Sure, man.
But I truly believe in India as a producer of music, culture, art,
Yeah.
everything. It's one of you know the most cultural spots you'll
Yeah.
ever see in the world,
Culturally
and
rich. Yeah, very rich.
super culturally rich. And so many people from all over the world go to India for the culture,
Yeah.
for the art. So I see it as a huge opportunity for helping drive the talent, like identifying talent in India and exporting it to the rest of the world, right? And that's why this is one of the reasons why I hit you up for this show, is because you've been on the platform for a number of years,
Yeah,
I
man.
believe, and you've been relatively successful on the come up, and you have a really interesting, distinct pop sound. I
Thanks,
want to
man.
start with the first question: is how you got into music to begin with. What was your
Yeah.
background with music?
I basically had no background with music. My parents don't actually even care about music at all. They just like to listen songs and everything. So yeah, basically the first time I just came into like this Western music culture, I heard the song Fireflies from Owl City back then. I think you might have heard it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then that really got me going, like how actually these sounds came to life, because everything sounded so electronic and no real instruments at all other than drums, and it was just really fascinating for me. And then basically I just started digging more into the Western music culture and what the artists are doing there, because it sounded so new to me. It was really good. Then I basically found, yeah, Jay Sean was the artist popping at that time from UK. Yeah, so I just really connected with his music, the R&B beats that he had and the hip hop vibes that his
sure,
songs had. I just
sure.
really connected with that.
Sure. No, that's super interesting because I remember like Jay Sean really came out in 2008,
Yeah, man.
2009, maybe
Yeah,
2010, and obviously
exactly.
Young Money, Cash Money put him on.
Yeah.
He had a couple of hits with I think Nicki Minaj and Wayne and all of them.
Lil
I
Wayne,
forgot
yeah, yeah.
Down was the name of the song,
Down
right?
was the song, yeah.
Incredible, man. That's crazy because like
Amazing song, man.
at that time I was just getting into college, and Young Money, Cash Money, Lil Wayne, and all of them were just super big, super big.
Yeah,
And
super big.
I saw Jay Sean. I was like, oh, this guy is kind of fronting. Like he's not that dope. But you kind of you see like an Indian person coming up in the game. If he's with the biggest artist in the world,
Yeah,
then it kind of gives you
that's right.
hope and
Yeah, man,
inspiration
really
to
gave. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, awesome to hear that. That's your into music, and that was your inspiration into getting into
Yeah.
making music.
That actually really
Um,
motivated me that some guy from India or basically could do something like that. That Lil Wayne was actually like huge at that time.
yeah,
So collaborating with Lil Wayne was like amazing. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that really got me motivated about getting into product music production. Yeah,
Cool. So you started with the R&B, trap,
yeah,
and hip hop beats.
yeah.
Uh, describe your sound back then. Did you have an easy time making that music, or was it a learning curve and you started getting good at it at the beginning?
That was actually not a easy time to make me start with music production on your own. Like I was going to school and doing my tuition every day. You know how these kids do, and so yeah, I basically didn't even have access to internet at that time. So
Hmm.
we had
Wow.
net cafes down here where you could pay
Wow.
for like an hour to go and download sounds and wiggle with everything and find out new music. And I just come back home, phone songs downloaded in my phone, and listen to them, and then go back next day, pay the guy for another hour, and download sound kits and free sounds
That's
from the
incredible,
internet
man.
to
That's
make beats.
incredible, bro.
And yeah, man, it was like when I had my first internet connection, it was from my mobile phone. Yeah, it was like
Okay.
2G internet, really slow, 20 kbps per second. So yeah, I used to watch YouTube tutorials on that. That was crazy.
Dude, it's incredible, and I talk about this a lot. I haven't talked about it as much anymore, but the Indian market, it's so new. Like like internet is everywhere, where mobile phones are everywhere, but it's only been in the last 5 6 years that it's become completely ubiquitous, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You came up in 2008 when you were in school, when you were going to college, you said.
School, yeah, school. I was going to school. And
Okay, so
after
that
school, we basically had tuition for extracurricular classes. So yeah, that was
okay,
basically school. Yeah.
and you grew up with like no internet whatsoever.
No, man, no internet
Yes.
whatsoever.
So being in America and like growing up just with internet like at a very very young age, like it's
Yeah,
crazy that stark difference between how how it all came together in India, and now
yeah,
obviously
man.
hundreds of millions of people. I think it's like 700, 800 million people with
It's
mobile phones
crazy
in
now,
India.
man. Like grew so fast in India. Like it's insane. The growth of
It's
internet was crazy.
and thanks to like Geo, right?
Yeah, Geo. That's
Geo
right.
was
Yeah,
the big
big
Chinese
thing.
multinational company that came in, and then
Yeah, it was
who's
actually
the?
an Indian company. Yeah, Geo is
Oh,
an
okay,
Indian
okay,
company. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so they partner with the Chinese company, I believe,
Yeah,
right?
so they
So,
basically like provided free internet to everyone for a few months, and everyone went berserk about it and just got on the internet very quickly, and it grew so fast. It was crazy.
and that was Mukesh Ambani. Was that the
Yeah,
guy that
Mukesh
put it all
Ambani. Yeah,
together?
yeah.
What's his company? What's the company name? I forgot.
Reliance,
Oh, Reliance.
Reliance
Let's go. Okay,
Industries. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. No, I forget sometimes.
Yeah,
I
same.
haven't I haven't been to India in a couple of years, so I'm kind
I
of
got you,
kind
man.
of.
It's okay.
But yeah, so you came up making music. You said 10 years ago. You started making music
Yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah.
You were
10 years
going
ago.
to
Yeah,
internet cafes and downloading
yeah.
sound packs, and then what was your like workstation like? How were you making music?
And basically, I had a CPU that my parents purchased me as a gift. Yeah, I was like on their head all the time about get me a PC. I get me a PC for playing games and stuff. So yeah, they finally got me a PC, and I had a PC which was like basic dual core PC, nothing special about it, and 12 and like $20 speakers with that. So yeah, I basically started with that making music, and FL Studio was always my first go to DAW. My friend gave a copy to me of FL
Hmm.
Studio, so yeah, I started with that with the
What year
stock
was
plugin
that?
and stock drum kit.
What year was that?
Man, it was like 2010. I don't really remember, like 2009 or 2010. It must have been. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And you became like just good at the all the softwares and everything. And then at that time, did you have music knowledge and like knew a little bit of music theory at all, or you just taught yourself?
No, man. I just taught myself from internet as much as I could have. I after like I started music production, I went to a guitar classes. So like 2 3 years later, I started music production. I went to join guitar classes. We thought my friends back in the days thought of making a band and everything. So yeah, I just went on to learn guitar, and from there I learned a bit of music theory and knew how important it was from back then.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So you started playing guitar, and then tell us about how you got introduced to BeatStars, and when you started that transition to selling beats online.
So yeah, man. Basically, when I started making music, after that I left my YouTube channel and making beats for a while because I was just going to college and I was so busy with my life. So that 3 years, I just basically quit making music. I was just making like 2 to 3 beats in 6 months, so it was not really that much, nothing compared to today. So after when I got graduated, I just got focused on it. Contacted Stana Beats. He told me that you need to do your branding correct, your advertising correct, your BeatStars, get an account on BeatStars. That would be super beneficial for you, and may make sure you have at least 30 to 40 beats before you actually start advertising, and
Sure.
make sure your mixing and mastering skills are actually very good, close to industry standards if possible, because that's when you can start selling beats. It's really important. So he knew actually a lot because he's been selling beats for so long. He actually like helped me a lot. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. No. I talked to Abe the other day, and he was mentioning Stunna Beats, one of
Oh
the
man,
one of
that's
the
great.
one of the OGs on BeatStars from India, and
Yeah, man,
killing the game. And,
totally.
and he's I think he's still killing it. I'm sure I'm going to talk to him
Man,
soon.
definitely killing it. Yeah.
But it's great. It's great that he helped you build your online beat selling business, or at least got you
Man,
informed about how to do it.
he informed me and helped me out. Yeah. But in the end, you basically have to do all the work. You have to put in
Of
all the
course.
work. Yeah, man. Without that, no knowledge can do you nothing.
So that was what year? What year did you start uploading on BeatStars and get it going?
It should have been like 2017, starting of 2017. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what up until that point you had learned everything from mixing and mastering and music theory a little bit and
Yeah.
playing guitar and so how many hours a day were you practicing to get to that level?
Oh man, I was like waking up, doing this till the moment I got to sleep. Yeah, that was all that I was doing. Eight, 8 to 10 hours per day I was putting into making music and practicing my mixing and mastering skill.
Sure, sure. Yeah, no, that the mixing and mastering part is huge, and it's great that you
Man,
learned
that's
that
so huge.
before you started uploading. I
Yeah,
want to talk a little bit more about the Indian market, right? Like I know there's not many opportunities for
yeah, man.
and artists in India. There is now a little bit more,
There's
and
now.
I've seen it. I've seen the shift happen. Um, and because I remember when I went to India in like 2006, right? Like I would wear like a
Yeah.
fitted cap or like a New York hat or something. I'd be like, oh, why are you trying to be gangster, man? Like no one does that out here. And I'm like, dude, this is
It
a
was very
I'm
different
a,
back then.
I'm American, like, but now you see like the rise of hip hop in India. Shout out to like Mass Appeal and
Yeah,
Divine,
man.
incredible artist
Divine,
Divine.
yeah.
Sidhu Moosewala killing the game
Yeah,
too, man, in his traditional sound,
yeah.
yet like super trapped out. Like it's amazing to see the growth in India, and I think also like Bohemia,
Yeah, Bohemia has been
super
a man from back then. I remember, man, with the J Sean, I used to listen to Bohemia as well.
nice, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
One of my friends like is I think one of his managers or helps manage his career, so
Oh
it's
man,
it's
that's
great.
so great. That's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So we're gonna do some more in India for sure. But your sound is not very, it's Western completely, and it's very pop
Yeah,
centric.
man.
Who did you listen to when you were finding your sound? Which pop artists were you listening to get that sound down?
Man, I really studied Max Martin a bit.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
nice.
he was my main focus. Like, Max Martin is a legend, basically, you can say. He's been making music since 90s till now. All the billboards
Hmm.
hits, even the
Hmm.
weekend Blinding Lights, Max Martin
Hmm.
produced it. Yeah, man, it's
Hmm.
crazy. So yeah, really studied Max Martin and Shellback. Along with that, I really got inspired by Taylor Swift. The
Sure.
Weekend Love inspired me a lot when he came in recently.
Okay.
And yeah, Taylor Swift has been a huge inspiration for me. Her songwriting skills and the composition skills are absolutely insane. John Mayer, I've been following since a long time. My
Cool.
music sounds nothing like him, but his interviews and his thoughts on music basically made a lot of me. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, they're some incredible artists right there. And
Yeah,
that
man.
transition from loving hip hop, loving the hip hop scene and everything to going into pop
Yeah,
is
pop.
really it's really important, I feel like. You know, I
Yeah, man.
I I, I was a part of this company. I helped build this company called Team Backpack. I was running the
Okay,
company for a while, and we were doing stuff in India too. Did a couple of ciphers
okay,
in India, but in 2017, 16, 17, I like moved away from only hip hop and getting more into the pop scene and understanding the pop scene a little bit more.
okay.
Following people like Max Martin and
Yeah, man.
Mark Ronson and Jack Antonoff. Like some of these guys, like Jack Antonoff is one of my favorite writers
Amazing producer, man.
at this
Amazing.
time. Yeah, man, great composer, great writer, great. He makes his own music too. It's incredible music in my
Okay.
opinion. But yeah, no, it's really cool that you shifted over to pop music because I think that there is a real niche in
Yeah, man. That's
especially on BeatStars, right? There's some great producers across the board. Latin sounds, Afrobeat,
definitely.
Caribbean, trap, hip hop, pop. But like I think that's one of the reasons why you stood out to me is because you had a really nice, refreshing pop sound. Um,
Yeah, man.
and somebody else too is GC Beats. I know you know GC Beats a little bit.
Yeah,
I
man.
saw
I know GC Beats. Yeah.
I met him a couple months ago in Liverpool. I went
Yeah,
out
I
to
saw it.
Liverpool to
Yeah.
say what's up to that guy. But yeah, no, some incredible pop producers on BeatStars. Tell us a little bit about your process. We're going to get into some beats in a second, but tell us about your
Okay.
process now and your strategy for uploading and your current day to day when it comes to making music.
Okay. So I basically right now I'm not making as much music. I'm only uploading like 1 or 2 beats per week.
Okay.
But basically, when I started on BeatStars to help out other producers that are just starting out right now, I would give it take my thought on this. Basically, upload at least 3 beats per week and do it consistently for about 1 to 2 years,
Yep.
and that will like make an immense amount of impact on your music and branding, and how people when they come to listen to your music, they will have a different amount of impact when they see the guy serious about the beats, the guy serious about the music and everything. So it makes a huge difference. So I did that for 1 to 2 years, and then I slowly I wanted to discover new things, basically. I wanted to get into recording, making songs, working with songwriters. A friend of mine, I basically work with him from time to time, Derek Nathaniel. Yeah, he's
Okay.
really dope artist. Yeah,
Cool.
I work with him from time to time. So I just so that's why I just slowed the frequency of making beats per week. And sometimes basically you just don't feel like making beats. When you
Yeah.
make a lot of them, you will get your brain gets really frustrated and everything. So yeah, it's always good to take a break sometimes.
Sure. Sure. You got to rest your ears a little bit for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Like I myself am not a producer. I just love listening to music and marketing music at the end of the day. So
Yeah,
I
marketing
think,
is really important.
yeah. So incredible story, man. We'll get into the beats right now, and then we'll talk about each one a little bit. And I
Okay.
went ahead and reposted the playlist that you put together for Sunday Sounds. And while it's going on, I'll do a little bit more reposting and playlisting. For some of
Yeah,
the for
sure.
some of those
Sure,
some
sure.
of those beats. All right, give me a second. Let me pull this up.
Let me check my playlist as well.
Yeah, just to remember what sounds what you
Yeah,
put together, right?
man.
Okay, one second. Let me go back here.
I was just playing around with the playlist. I was still not satisfied with it. So
Oh,
yeah,
got you,
I
got you.
was.
Okay. All right. Hopefully. Oh wait. Uh, did I click audio? One second. Let me cut this out. One moment. Let me just do this one more time. Still getting used to this
Yeah, man, it's okay.
this
Take your time.
platform. But shout out to StreamYard. This is awesome. Way better than
Yeah, man,
Zoom
this is
for
amazing, man.
for this process. And dude, what's amazing to me, man. It's like I'm in New York City right now, and you're in India. Just
Yeah,
and we're
India.
talking real time and
That's
streaming
amazing.
it to
Yeah,
people all around the world. I know COVID. It's been a bad time for a lot of
it's
people,
been
and
really
it's
bad, man.
and how's India right now? I know. I see crazy news. I see crazy things happening. How you've just been locked in and just you know, not
Yeah,
doing,
man.
not going out, right? What's the
Yeah.
vibe like out there?
Now it's starting to loosen out. The government is like letting go the restrictions now, even though I don't think it's the right time. But well, you gotta start somewhere, sometime. It's basically improving. Yeah, It's
Okay,
improving slowly,
that's
but
good.
it's improving.
That's good, man. Yeah, no, India is huge
Yeah,
population,
man.
and
Huge population, man. Controlling it, like, it's crazy.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Just mute yourself real quick, and I'm gonna get into
Okay.
the first beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Purchase your tracks. Your tracks today. P.R Beats.
One second. Yo, sound is messing up real quick. Let me see real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah. Take your time.
Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Really nice, polished pop sound right there, and some
Yeah.
really. I
Pop
like
sound
that
right there.
that vocal sample.
Yeah. Vocal sample. Yeah.
Tell us
So
about that beat.
basically,
Yeah.
my brother works with me on some
Okay.
beats. He's
Okay.
a really talented producer as well. He's my younger brother, Harsh
Okay.
Raikor. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he just got started on BeatStars 2 months ago. I told him,
Nice.
yeah. So yeah,
Awesome.
this beat
Awesome.
was my and his work.
Okay.
The
Cool. So
vocal
he's
chop was, yeah, done by him. He's really good
so
with vocal chops. Yeah.
so did he sing that, or did he like take another vocal and just sample that in there?
I don't think I think yeah, I sang that and he
Oh,
chopped
you
it.
sang that? No,
Yeah.
amazing. Keep it all in the family, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro. No, so he's on BeatStars too. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's amazing, bro.
Cash Lab. His name is Cash
Okay,
Lab. Yeah.
okay, all right. I'll make sure to follow him too. One second. Let me do that. That song. Hold on one second. Um, oh, you got to add him as a collaborator, bro.
Yeah, man, I haven't added him to collaborator. Yeah.
All right, all good. All right, let's get into
It's
the
been all
weekend.
recent, so yeah, I haven't.
Got
Yeah,
you.
this
Got you.
beat, yeah,
All right, one second. Let's mute your mic real quick, and I'll mute mine too.
yeah.
P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats.
Had to do that slow fade out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fire, man.
Yeah,
Weekend
man.
is one of your influences, I'm sure.
Definitely, yeah. Shout out to Mints with this beat, yeah. A long time collaborator with me. Since
Nice.
I started about like 8 years ago with the YouTube. He's been with me and it's been amazing since then, man.
Cool, man. What's your favorite Weekend album?
I think, yeah, the recent one is basically, yeah, because it's very modern, but it's very analog soundy. So
Yeah,
I love that. I love that sound. Even in this beat, I used a lot of analog sounds in the 80s vibe. I
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
love that.
yeah. Yeah, it's coming back around, and
Yeah.
it keeps everything it
Yeah,
keeps
it keeps
everything very fresh. I think the
very
analog
fresh.
sound and the '80s sound now is with new school lyricism and new school. I don't even know what to say about that sound in its current context. But I think yeah, you did a really good job of packaging that together. How often do you listen to other music besides your own?
Besides my own beats, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Or
a lot.
I'm sure you listen to a lot of music. I'm sure, right?
Yeah, man, I love indie music, indie pop, indie pop. I love, absolutely love indie pop.
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Man, Lizzie Land is one of my favorite artists. Chelsea Cutler is one of my favorite artists. Chelsea Cutler is her voice is just so beautiful. I love it.
I need to check them out. I haven't heard any more
Yeah,
music from Chelsea Cutler.
you'll love it. Yeah.
I think somebody mentioned her. I think, but I need to dive in. But okay, I'm gonna jump into the next one real quick.
PR Beats. Purchase your tracks today. PR Beats. Purchase your tracks today. PR Beats.
Yeah. No, you know what vibe that gave me is like is Stargate Productions. I don't know if you're familiar
Man,
with Stargate
that's such a
Productions.
huge thing, man, to say. That's
Yeah,
such a
man.
huge thing to say, man.
Dude, I don't know how, like have they been making hits recently? I know they were killing it for a while in the
They were killing
2000s.
it back then, yeah,
Yeah.
2015, yeah, 12 and
Yeah.
2010, yeah, they were absolutely killing it.
No, yeah, that sound I definitely feel that. Because if that one felt like a more 2000s pop sound than
Yeah,
anything, and so it just gave me that vibe.
I
Um,
keep trying to go back from time to time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I see. No, there's a dude that time that honestly that 2000s era of pop music, it was a little bit, it sounds kind of corny now, like when people do it
yeah,
too often, but at that time it was so
yeah,
innovative,
it's so good, man. It
No,
was just
but
absolutely good.
your take on it was good. It was very modern. But yeah, no. When I listen back to some of those 2000s records and the sounds, it was like okay, like if somebody tried to do that now, it'd be a little weird. And also the
Yeah,
mixing back then wasn't the best.
wasn't the
The
best,
the
yeah.
vocal production wasn't the best. The mixing wasn't the best. Like the technology now is
That's
just
right,
too
yeah.
crazy. So
Recently, like back in 5 to 6 years, the past 5 to 6 years have been really amazing for the mixing and mastering
Gotcha.
with the
Gotcha.
plugins and everything. Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna introduce you to Akon and try to see if you guys can do some work.
Man, that's insane, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna get him on one of these shows too, one of these BeatStars live shows. And by
Wow,
the
man.
way, this is one of my last BeatStars live shows that I'm gonna be hosting. I'll come on like a couple times during the year, but I'm gonna be stepping back from doing these shows. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it on to the A&R team and the people that we got
Okay, man.
coming on and being hired for music
Thanks
side.
for
But
this opportunity, man. I just really want to thank you for this opportunity. It's been like
of course,
crazy for
man.
me.
Of course, man.
Last
I
few
mean,
days, like since you contacted me, I've been like,
yeah,
it's been really nervous times for me because I've never done something like this,
dude,
anything
you're
like this,
killing it, man.
basically. Yeah.
You're killing it, bro. You're natural. I think a lot of producers, man, like including myself, when I was not in front of the camera so much, I was like nervous about being in front of the camera. But now it's like it's just like me and you are talking to each other. Yeah, there might be. I think
Yeah.
there's like 70 people watching this across all channels. But it's like it's it's easy. It's fun. I wanna take a question real quick, and then we'll get back to playing
Okay.
some music. But Bufo is, I'm gonna put it right here. Bufo is asking this question: can we ask PR what tools he likes to use for SEO on YouTube? Any tips with them?
Basically, man, for the YouTube, you cannot go wrong with either TubeBuddy or vidIQ. I personally use vidIQ. It gives you the free version, gives you everything you need to know, the keyword reach, the research, and everything you can do on it. You just need to learn how to make your sound according to the niche that you want to make, according to your music taste. So really pick your music wisely and stick with it. Stick with your sound. Work with your sound, and eventually it will happen. Everything will happen. But for YouTube SEO, I use vidIQ. Yeah.
Cool. One more question. This is from Jay Rigo. What's up, Jay Rigo? Can you ask what are some of the differences he had to change as far as mixing goes when you transition from trap to pop? Like the low end, I know, is considerably less and more transient processing in pop. Just producer thoughts, LOL. Shout out, Jay Rigo.
Shout out, man. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of difference when you mix trap and pop. In trap, you basically have 808s in every single song these days. In pop, you don't have that. So you really have to focus on mix on 808 and that single melody that you have playing on loop. So the mixing emphasis goes a lot to the low end. So yeah, in pop music, you basically have to like flatten out the curve and make sure that every frequency range is basically popping as much. The guitar, the vocal chops, the pads, the drums, everything has to pop. So you really need to focus on your leveling. Whereas on trap, you don't really have to do that much because the tracks are really less. Like if there's a 10 track on a trap beat, so there will be 40 tracks on a pop beat. So yeah, you really have to work with that.
Yeah, your music, it breathes. You know what I mean? Like there's that space in between a lot of sounds, which gives you that environment where you can just like a singer or a songwriter can really
hop on it.
Add some crazy.
So you have to make that space for them, basically. That even goes for the arrangement part. You have to arrange it very carefully so that the singer can have space to sing on it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a huge tip right there. Great advice, man. All right, I'm gonna get into that next one with you.
P.R Beats.
Yeah, man. That was
Yeah.
another cool vocal sample on there. Did you sing that
Yeah,
again?
man. Nah, man, it was from a contact library.
Okay, nice.
Exile, everyone would know that, yeah. So yeah, I have a
Nice.
really
Okay.
funny story with that beat, yeah. I had to hold this beat, not selling its exclusive for so long.
Okay.
So producers gotta really understand when the beat is popping off and the monetary side of it basically. I don't usually get this platform to give tips to producers, so I'm gonna do it if you don't mind, yeah.
Be my guest, man. You got to, yeah.
So yeah, the producers really gotta know when you gotta hold the beat from selling its exclusives.
Mm.
I've literally received like $2,000 exclusive offers for this beat,
Okay.
but it was basically like really popping off. So yeah, if I'd have sold it for $2,000 for exclusive, then I wouldn't have made that good amount that I made from leases.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got to think from every point of view when you're doing this as a
Of
job.
course,
Yeah.
man. Of course, man. No, yeah, totally. I don't know if you caught it 2 weeks ago. We were talking, or Abe was talking to Distinct Beats, and
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
yeah, he was he had a beat that was doing really, really well, making a lot of money. And
Yeah.
Lil TJ and Columbia, they came to him and was like, "Yo, we need this beat," and he was like, it was really hard for him to let go of it, and like I think he did a good job of playing it very slow and creating a even more of a demand for it on the label side than before, right? But it was.
Yeah.
You gotta make that decision, man. Like, and I'm sure it depends on who's asking for the exclusive, right? Like,
Definitely. Yeah,
was
definitely.
it was it an artist that you really you could see doing something with it, or was it just a
Yeah,
just a random artist?
that's really one of my main points that I took into consideration into with this one. Yeah.
It wasn't a big artist or somebody that you thought had potential?
I
Shout out
didn't
to
really
them
feel the
if they're
music. Yeah.
listening. But hopefully they're not
Man,
watching
your music
that.
is good, man. It just didn't fit with me. So yeah.
Got you.
No
Got you.
hard feelings, yeah.
That's interesting. I've never thought of that. When you have an exclusive offer and you're already doing well with the beat, like if you're really looking into selling it, like I'm sure you're looking into the artist
Yeah.
and seeing how well, how much potential there is,
Yeah,
right?
man, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, really good insight. So you kept that one. Has that happened a couple times, or was
Yeah, a
that one of the
couple
only
of
times?
times. Yeah. No,
Got
man,
you.
a couple of
Got you.
times. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Really interesting for sure. All right, let me put this back in here. 1 second. All right, next one up is we just played Mercy. Oh no, we didn't play with that one yet, right?
Yeah. This is one of my favorite beats. Yeah, my brother chopped
Perfect.
off the vocals for this one. Yeah, he did a great
Perfect.
job with it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Glad you like it. We were about to scrap that beat actually.
Oh no. What
He
made
was
you
like,
put it up?
he was like, nah. It was very monotonous. Basically, the arrangement was
Gotcha.
very monotonous when we got it. The vocal, we didn't know what to do with that when the chorus comes in. So my brother was
Okay.
like, nah, man, I can do something to it. Let me try. He did it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna add that to that Dua Lipa playlist. Dude, yeah. Oh,
Thanks,
it's already
man.
on there. It's already on there. Oh, good.
Beat
Okay.
Sax
No.
must have added sometime.
Yeah. That was beautiful, man. I love that sound, and it's like simple enough, right? For anyone to write to that if they're
Yeah, man.
they got that style and sound. But yeah, man, I feel like that's
It's really amazing, man, how you got the Dua Lipa vibe, but the beat was already in the playlist of the Dua Lipa vibe.
yeah. No, that was good work, man. And so tell us about your brother. How old is your brother? And he's the one that helped you with that track?
Yeah, man, he helped me with the track, man. He was like 20 now, but he was basically like, he's been making music since he was 15 or 14.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been really, he basically wanted to wander off with the EDM genre with dubstep and everything. So
Okay.
he did that, and then he did everything, and then he basically went down to making beats because it seemed more interesting to him, basically.
Gotcha.
Producing songs
And
and everything. Yeah.
and I'm sure you had a big influence on getting him started and working
Yeah,
on
man,
this.
I can't really say about that. That's on him to
Okay.
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, man. No, that's beautiful to be working with your family like that.
Yeah, man, really amazing, man.
I think there was a question in here I'm gonna have, and then
Okay.
we'll go back into the music. And then I know for Sunday Sounds, people are asking how they submit for Sunday Sounds. We have an opportunity available
Yeah.
on BeatStars.com for all you producers that have premium memberships, and you can just submit 2 beats there, and we're constantly looking at that. PR, I believe, submitted, and we just chose. I already knew about PR somehow just through. I think you know what happens on on Instagram. Like I think when I started at
Yeah, man.
BeatStars, all the Indian people on BeatStars were like, all right, I'm gonna follow that guy because he's got an Indian name. I'm gonna link with him,
Oh,
and
yeah.
a couple people that happened with. But yeah, no, I made sure to follow everyone back when that happened, and wanted to just see what the community was about, and it's just so
man.
beautiful that there's so many like dope
The
producers
yeah, man.
all over the world,
producer
bro.
community, man. It's
It's nuts,
lovely.
man. Yeah. I
Absolutely
think that
supportive, man.
there was a question here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I think it was
Okay.
VG or Vigi. I don't know if you know the guy.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
I keep talking to him. Yeah.
cool. 1 second. All right, what would be your advice for Indian producers?
Man, I could give like basically the most important advice I would give is that focus on your branding, because I see a lot of producers down here in India that make great music, make great efforts to improve their skills and everything, but the one thing that they lack is their marketing skills and the branding skills. They don't put out the music out professionally. Now the more and more artists are doing it, but it's still not up to that level. The consistency is not there. The consistency really needs to be there, man. The consistency is the most important thing about it. Be
Gotcha.
consistent, focus on your branding. The two
Gotcha.
most important thing, you gotta nail them.
Got you. Yeah, no, I think from my perspective, right, because like I know there's a lot of talented producers in India, artists
Yeah,
and producers
definitely.
in India, and just with the internet being so so much access to internet now in India, it's going to get crazier. There's going to be a lot more
The
people in
competition
the
is
market.
a lot now. Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's
I would
crazy.
I would say just like like what you said, be very very consistent, and don't chase like placements
Yeah.
or sales. I know a
Don't
lot of
chase,
people
man.
are chasing sales on BeatStars, and I think the more you're able to hone in on your craft and your sound and develop your sound to the level that you feel good about, consistently, you're gonna
Exactly,
see
yeah.
some success. There's some there's India is going to be better and better, I think, with opportunities going forward.
Definitely,
I
yeah.
know with I know with our partnership with Sony, we're going to be doing some stuff in India as well. So I think there's going to be
That's
you know
amazing, man.
a lot more opportunities there.
Yeah.
But I do know that the market and like the industry in India isn't necessarily very it's not very helpful to the producers and artists, right? Like there's a lot of it's really hard to make it. I
It's
feel
really
like
hard to make it in India as a producer, man. In India, you gotta like have some connections, serious connections. Yeah.
yeah, and when you do and you like sign away a song, like the labels just take it, right? I my friend Parallax Productions. I don't know if you know Parallax Productions, but he's
Yeah, I got one of my best friends. He knows the guy. Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, he's dope,
Yeah.
man. I really like that guy. I think he's
Yeah.
just getting
Shout
started
out
on
to
BeatStars.
Ashish. Yeah.
So Parallax, he told me that he did 100 beats for MTV Hustle, and it was like the worst to pay like I've ever heard. No, shout out, shout out to
You
Hustle.
cannot.
Yeah, no, it's tough, man. That's why I see BeatStars as a great opportunity for all Indian producers because artists are all over the world. There's producers and artists that are down to buy your beats. They don't care where you're from. You know what I mean? Like it's just about how dope your sound is. So I think one of my goals, as I mentioned earlier to you, is like helping the Indian market really get going on in the exportation of
Yeah.
beats and
Yeah,
music.
we talked about that.
And another thing too is like the Indian market, as far as consumption, is the biggest in the world.
Man, the consumption is like huge consumption.
Bro.
Man.
Bro, like and the Indian market is very, very receptive to everything coming out of the West right
Everything.
now.
That's
The
right.
hip hop, the trap, the EDM, the Latin music, the French music,
Everything,
like
man.
it'll work in
Everything.
India. It'll work in India, man.
Everything, man. People in India are like craving for new music, new things, more independent
time,
artists,
man.
more
All
producers.
the time. Yeah,
So
all
yeah,
the time.
man. Producers in India, man, you really gotta get on BeatStars.
Hell yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna play this next one. This one is To You.
Yeah.
P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Fire. Super fire,
Thanks,
man.
man.
That was
Appreciate
that was definitely J Beebs and
Yeah,
Khalid's
man.
sound.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration for that one?
And that was basically Love and Justin Bieber. I wanted to mix Love and Justin Bieber together. I really get
Got
inspired
you.
by Love, man. He is amazing.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, I have an artist that I'm gonna send over your way too. Do you make music like around artists as well, like
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
coming
I do.
artists, pop artists?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna introduce you to some
I
friends.
just received a voice note from Stana.
Nice,
He was watching our stream. Yeah, I told him
awesome,
I'm
awesome.
gonna go on today.
Cool, man. Yeah, we'll definitely, you got to connect us. I know Abe has talked to him in the past, but we'll
Yeah, man,
definitely
I'll
connect
definitely get you in touch.
and figure out how we can collaborate and you know, get him on the show potentially or
Yeah,
other
man.
shows. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna get into the next one real quick.
This one is a trap beat.
Oh,
So yeah, you
dope.
can hear the mixing difference between the trap.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Eclipse.
P.R Beats. P.R Beats. P.R Beats.
Yeah. Even with the trap vibes, you got a pop flair to it.
Yeah, man, that just comes with the pop culture, I guess. Diving into pop culture, you'll get used to some things.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So in like the hip hop and trap world, like who are your favorites right now? Are you listening to that stuff still, or are you like more so into
Man,
pop?
I listen to hip hop all the time.
Cool.
I'm really digging Vibe and Corday right now, the Lost Boy
Okay, nice.
album.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been listening to the album since 2 days. Complete album is just complete masterpiece.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna check that one out. I've
Yeah, man.
yet to hear that one. Anyone else? Anyone else that you're really into?
Man, Drake, I always love Drake. Drake is just
The
amazing.
goat. He's the goat.
Yeah, man, he's absolutely the goat. I listen to basically all artists. I go on Spotify, I keep searching on new music and
Sure.
just go with it. But Love in pop music, I really like Love. I've
Cool,
been
man.
getting inspired a lot from that guy.
Cool, man. All right, next one is it Hazel? Next
Yeah,
one?
this is the indie pop vibe I was talking about that I
Dope.
love. So yeah, I
Okay.
just put it in there.
Okay.
P.R. Beats.
Yeah, that one was my favorite actually. Very very
Yeah, man,
different.
that's actually my favorite as well.
God damn, man. Yeah,
And I
no.
loved it, man. I just made it, and even in the chorus, I heard the guitar in my head, and I just went ahead and recorded the guitar. It
Nice.
was, yeah.
Nice, man. Any
Glad you
collaboration
liked
on
it.
that? Or was
No,
that
man.
just you?
No, just me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you, man.
Any artists in particular that you would love to see that go to? Big, small?
That I have absolutely no idea, man. Anyone could hop on it and make fire because it's 80s vibe, and anybody can just hop
Oh
on it
yeah,
and
man. I'm
go
thinking
crazy,
about some
man.
artists. I'm gonna send it to and see if they can jump on
That's
that.
great,
Yeah,
man. Thanks. Please
yeah,
send
a
it
lot.
over. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. All right. Next
The
one
next
is
beat, I already made you hear it with the Money Man. Yeah.
this one. Should I play it?
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
P.R. Beats. P.R. Beats. P.R. Beats.
Man, that was dope.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. I actually didn't think that beat was actually that special, but that's what I basically wanted to show on here. That a beat that I personally don't actually mess with that much, but that got replaced with Money Man,
Nice.
and he's a good rapper. So yeah, it has over 300,000 streams on Spotify, and
Nice. Okay. All right.
so rappers basically mostly like the beats that producers don't like. It's a weird thing. I don't know what. Yeah, but it always happens.
Were you like reversing the sound or just like that step right there where you just like, let it breathe for a second? I really like it. I really like that
Thanks, man.
that tactic, whatever it's called. I don't even know.
Gross beat, basically gross beat.
Crosby, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that shit made me like, made me want to rap for a second. Like made me want to write some bars real quick. But yeah, no, that's super dope. Did you sell that as an exclusive, or did you sell that
No,
as
man,
a?
just release. Just release.
Okay, you leased that one. And what's the
Yeah.
name of the artist?
Money Man.
Money Man. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Where's she from?
He's from United States.
Okay.
He's independent, so that's the
Okay,
big
chill.
thing. Yeah.
Cool. I'll check that out later. All right, next one up is Talk.
Now the talk one, can I speak about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so this one is basically I received enormous amount of exclusive offers for this one as well, gigantic offers, but I still had to refuse for this one. So yeah, some beats that really pop off on YouTube can actually be more beneficial for leasing than just as a exclusive one-time deal, and can get you more placements as well. I got
How?
placed on this one that I was telling you about, Geo Savan.
Okay,
India, the song is about to, yeah. So I basically made a deal with them. That went on
gotcha.
for really long, 2 months, I guess. The deal process.
Hopefully you got some good points on that or something that can make
Yeah,
it
man.
worthwhile. So
Definitely,
this
yeah.
so this is the one that you just signed over to GeoSavin.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I can sell it. I can still sell it as a lease. So
got
I
it.
made sure that I
Perfect.
worked it out with them.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's why it took so much time. Yeah,
Dang. So do you have a lawyer handling this, or you were just doing it yourself?
yeah. My friend is actually a lawyer, so
Okay, cool.
and the composer of this beat, he is very helpful as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a couple. You have a pretty big YouTube channel, and you're consistently dropping on there. How many
Yeah.
views does this have on YouTube?
This has over 1 million views.
Oof, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I
Incredible.
just couldn't let it go that easy. Yeah.
Of course, man. Yeah, but that's good that you got the ability to continue selling it. That's a great
Yeah, man,
strategy on
that's
your end.
really
Yeah.
fortunate. Yeah, a producer already got to like have uh, a specific amount of earning to be able to make a decision like that, to
Mhm.
refuse $3,000 off. Every
Yeah,
producer
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
do that. So I've been really
For
fortunate
sure.
about that. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. And so Geo Savin approached you directly, or was it the artist?
No, man, this guy who composed the song, Denny,
Okay,
he's based in India. Yeah, he
okay.
approached me with yeah, offer.
Got you. Okay. Let me play this real quick. Talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That one sounds like a Mother's Day type beat.
And
And
yeah,
with that said, shout out to my mom, Shoba
yeah,
Tejwani, and
man. Shout
my
out to my
grandmother.
mom as well.
Yeah, shout her out. You can do what you need to right now. That was dope, man. That was definitely. I'm gonna add it to like the Mother's Day playlist. I know we just made one.
Oh man,
I think we did.
thanks, man.
Oh wait, did we do that?
Uh,
Oh, dedicated to the moms. Yep.
yeah,
Yup. Yeah, no, that
thanks,
one felt
man.
like a nice Mother's Day
Yeah.
celebration sound.
You told me to add actually 10 beats. I actually was messing around with it, so there's
Okay,
11
okay,
beats now.
we'll play the last one. Don't worry.
This
But yeah, no, I like I just the mix is incredible, bro. Like that mix, you can hear
Thanks, man.
everything so clearly, and just with that with that pop sound and just the ability
Yeah.
to make everything breathe, like it just makes for a nice vibe. It reminds me, like, again, it reminds me of that Stargate Productions, but like very modern at the same time. Like some of those melodies and like the melody in the background that's just like kind of chilling in the back. I just
Yeah,
felt like a
that's actually
Stargate
my
style.
vocal, I guess. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, nice.
Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Such a big thing to say, man. Stargate, I really looked up to him at that time.
Yeah, dude. There's
This one
killing
is actually a
again.
collaboration between Lockholm, a producer named Lockholm on YouTube.
Okay.
He basically sends out guitar loops to producers, like really good guitar loops. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
man,
I'll check
really,
this
and my
out.
brother as well. So yeah,
Dope. All right. Here's the last one, and then we'll talk a little bit and then close this out.
yeah.
P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats. Purchase your tracks today. P.R Beats.
Yes, sir. That was a nice collection of sounds that you had over here, and some
Thanks, man.
incredible beats for the BeatStars community to enjoy on this Mother's Day. Yeah, man. Appreciate you sharing all this with us.
Thanks, man.
Some
Thanks for
heat.
the opportunity, man. Really appreciate this.
Of course. Yeah, now that you kind of played that in front of the audience, I'm sure people are gonna be hitting you up on BeatStars on Instagram. But yeah, man, just really excited to see your growth, and I know I've been watching your growth a little bit in the last few months. Yeah, I know you posted something about last year on Instagram, some of the
Yeah,
success you had
man.
on
Yeah.
BeatStars last year. We're gonna, if any of you guys in the chat on Instagram or on Facebook, on YouTube, Periscope, or Twitch, just if you have some questions, let's just ask them right here, and let's see if you'll answer. Here we got Jay Rigo again. Did he have to teach himself when he transitioned to pop, and if so, what were some tactics he used to learn?
Yeah, man. There was a lot to learn when I transitioned to pop because there's a lot of difference between pop and hip hop these days. So yeah, I basically analyzed the songs, the pop songs, the ones that are on Spotify playlist, the ones that are on Billboard, especially the pop charts. You really have to study them, the arrangement of the music, the way that is put together, the way they've made the space for singer to sing, and everything, the songwriting. Even as a music producer, you are writer of the song. So basically, yeah, you really have to pay importance to each and everything when you are making a pop beat, so that artists can have their space to sing on and they can feel the rhythm and the vibe.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's the most important part here.
Some good advice. You have very world sounds in there too. I feel like you have influence
Yeah.
from the Afrobeat and Latin
Yeah.
sound. I feel like definitely can hear this going to different artists in the pop realm, but
Yeah.
like the some of the Latin artists that are coming up right now, definitely, and even some Afrobeat vibes. Like I could hear Burna Boy on half
Yeah,
those
man.
beats. I could hear Rosalia on some of those beats. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah, no,
actually
it's
like my brother's influence. He collaborated with me on this beat, so he's really into
nice.
Spanish music and Latin music. So
Nice,
he brings
nice.
his own taste into it. Yeah.
Interesting. Is so, I've been seeing the growth, obviously, of Latin music over the last few years, but
Yeah.
in India, it's becoming big, right?
It's become really big.
It's
After
crazy.
Despacito, like it went just
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah. So, what are your plans going forward? I know you're going to continue making beats and putting
Yeah.
them on BeatStars and YouTube and everything. But as far as like your workflow and some plans that you have, are you working with any specific artists to develop them, or are you just focusing on your beat licensing business going forward?
I actually, my only plan for this year was to grow my BeatStars and grow my YouTube channel,
Sure.
because I didn't actually have the opportunity come to me, or even if I reached out, things don't work out sometimes, and you gotta face
Yeah.
it. It's reality. Yeah. So even the producers that are at the top right now, they even face sometimes the neglection of the artists and everything. So yeah, things happen in both ways, and they go
Sure.
good ways sometimes, they go bad ways sometimes. So yeah,
Sure.
this opportunity was so unreal for me. Like it was so crazy when you hit me up. I was like, I just took a screenshot and sent it to my friends and sent it to my family and everything. It was like, this is crazy. I don't know what's happening.
More to
It
come, man.
was
More to come.
it was so
There's
crazy, man.
This is just the beginning. No, I appreciate you just taking the time to spend on this Sunday evening
Yeah.
for you, Sunday afternoon for myself. But as far as the music, I think you've definitely perfected your sound to industry standard. Love that you're focused on
Thanks,
pop music.
man.
Like
Yeah.
the
Really
beautiful thing
appreciate
about
that.
the beautiful thing about BeatStars is that there's so many different styles and sounds and different producers, like from every genre and world music. So, I think there's a flavor for everyone. And people say sometimes like selling beats online is dead. It's like no, like there's so many people buying beats right now on BeatStars. They're looking on YouTube, they're looking on SoundCloud, they're looking on BeatStars, and I think you're one of the examples of people that aren't necessarily trap or hip hop sounding, that are doing pretty well on BeatStars on the
Yeah.
platform, and making a name for yourself. So I just wish you continued success in
Yeah,
your
man.
BeatStars on your BeatStars business, and then we'll talk a little bit. I'll intro you to some of the team and try to
Thanks,
get you
man.
visibility and some more potential on the publishing side. I know we're looking to work with some incredible producers on the pub admin side with the Sony ATV deal. But
Really
yeah,
appreciate
and
that.
shout out anyone you would like to right now
Yeah,
and
man.
sign off.
About the artist that you talked about that I was working on, that I see making big in future with the possible given opportunities. Derek Nathaniel, he's a good friend of mine. So yeah, I've been really working with him close. All songs of for him I've produced and mixed and mastered. So I really see that in him. And Ashish Pishaudi is one guy. He's my best friend actually. Every my actually I have four best friends. Yeah, man. It's been these two guys, man. I really believe in them. Yeah.
Are they all in Bhopal or are they
Yeah,
in?
they're yeah, right in Bhopal. Yeah,
Cool, man. How's the scene out there in terms of producing and just live music and everything?
in India
Obviously,
or in Bhopal.
in Bhopal, yeah.
In Bhopal. Yeah, man. Live music, live gigs are good right now. I don't usually do them, but these guys do, so they know more
Got it.
about it. But yeah, live gigs are finally happening, and given the past year and this year, they are finally happening in good numbers. So yeah, they can survive doing what they do. It's really good. Yeah, it's really hard as a musician to actually do what you do and make a living off of it. And yeah,
I feel like you're the type of dude that's just in your studio all the time, anyways. Even
yeah,
pre COVID-19, you were just in the
yeah,
studio
man.
just making music.
All the time. Yeah.
It's incredible, man. Yeah, that's really dope to hear. Well, if you guys want to follow PR, just search up on Instagram P.R Beats. I know your username is your full name, Prakar Raikwar,
Prakhar
right?
Raikwar, yeah.
And it's spelled out.
So basically, if you can't spell it out, you can go to my YouTube channel or my Beat Stars profile. They both have my Instagram account linked up. And another thing I want to say to producers, like if any producers that are listening to this, producers, singers, rappers, anyone who basically need help in regarding how to grow as a beginner or you're intermediate, hit me up. I'm glad to help everyone. Yeah, I'm not really into keeping secrets within myself. I want to see other people evolve as well and make their growth.
Lovely, man. No, that's the one thing that I love about the producer community. Like, people are really down
Yeah,
to share the
yeah.
secrets. And dude, you're an inspiration, man. Like, when I
Thanks,
came to
man.
BeatStars and I was like looking into the Indian producers in India that were doing their thing, I saw you definitely on the list, and it's just like there's so many people that are trying to make it in India, and like there's not
Yeah,
the outlets, and you're a case study for sure for the potential a dope producer has
yeah,
to make a world impact in making music, but also bettering yourself, bettering your family, and coming up and building your e-commerce business on BeatStars and
yeah.
on YouTube.
Basically, yeah.
It's any last advice for anyone doing that. I know they can hit you up, they can reach out to you,
Yeah,
but besides consistency, I would say what would you say is the next thing that people have to do?
man. Like the one thing that I actually did and it worked out was being consistent. So yeah, that's
That's the one
I
thing.
gotta say
That's
it.
the
Yeah,
one
man.
thing.
That's the
Got it.
one thing that
That,
I really got to like. Anytime anyone DMs me asking how to do this, even before this interview that we have going, a few artists
mhm.
hit me up or like I'm a beginner and how do I do this and that. Nah, people do everything right. People get the Beats House subscription and the YouTube channel, the advertising, but the one thing that they don't actually emphasize that much on is consistency and branding.
Sure,
So you really gotta dig into it. You really gotta
sure,
do that. That's
sure,
like because it worked for me. So people things work differently for everyone, but
of
I
course,
can say that actually worked for me. You just gotta make networking is also a good way and making connections if you want to grow
sure.
locally. But I had B stars, so yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
good
No,
opportunity.
I'm sure you're also getting better and better at branding at the same time, and
Yeah,
finding your sound consistently, and listening to music. I think a lot of people don't, producers are a little bit better than artists, I feel like, with listening to music and what's out there.
yeah,
But yeah, dude, I'm sure, especially if you're building your pop sound, that Spotify top 50, global top 50, US top
definitely,
50,
yeah,
India top 50, it's really important.
really
Um,
important.
yeah, man. So thank you so much, PR.
Another thing can I point
Go
out another
go,
thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, so the beginner producers, the ones that are just starting out, really focus on your sound. you gotta really focus on your sound. You can copy sometimes. I copied sometimes, but while copying I made some mistakes, and in those mistakes I made my own sound. So
Sure.
that was like really good. You gotta make your own sound now. That's actually very important, so people know you. People point out that this is okay, this is a uh, PR Beats production, or this is something like this. Like you
Yeah.
pointed out, you heard my sound and it sounded really fresh to you, so you reached out to me.
Of course.
So that's basically a very important thing. You gotta make your
Of
sound.
course. Of course, man. Yeah. Out of all these ones that you have on Sunday Sounds, anyone in particular you want to repost on? I reposted the playlist, but I'm gonna repost one more on the main page. Anyone in particular that needs some love that might not have that love right now?
Do you want me to shout out some people, or?
Oh no, just choose one of the beats that you would you want reposted real quick.
Okay, yeah. Just hold on, I'll just check. So yeah, I would like to. Middle would be my go-to. Yeah.
Okay,
Third
got you.
number.
Yes.
Yeah, middle.
Yeah, that one's a little light on plays, right? So.
Yeah. Nah, that's light on plays, but it's been selling well recently. So you
Beautiful,
really
okay.
gotta trust artists because
yeah.
they are smart. The people who invest in music, they are smart about the music, so they really
Totally.
pick what they think can pop.
Totally, man. Okay, so there you have it, PR Beats. I'm so happy you spent this Sunday afternoon
I'm
with
so
me.
happy, man.
Shout out the moms out there. Shout out to my mom and grandmother who I think are watching.
Shout out to my
they're-
mom. I don't think my mom is watching, but if she's watching, happy Mother's Day.
All good, all good. All right, everyone, check out PR Beats. You can follow me at my Instagram. It's right there. Yeah, man, we're gonna be doing this consistently, going live on BeatStars Live, consistently. I hope for the end of time. This is gonna be one of my last shows. I'm not gonna be spending too much time going live with people. We're gonna have our music team taking over.
This
and
was like an epic chance for me.
Yeah, man, all good, all good. But yeah, for anyone who's in the chat right now, if you're interested in being on Sunday Sounds or being on any of the other shows, I know we got like playlisting shows, we got cook-up shows that we got coming, whole bunch of new content coming live. You can to get featured on this one in particular, you can go to beatstars.com, check out the opportunity section, look for Sunday Sounds, submit your work there. That's where we're choosing all this stuff. And then, we're doing a little bit more on Twitch, so make sure you guys, if you're watching on another platform right now, make sure you subscribe on Twitch, or just go to beatstars.live, which redirects to Twitch. And yeah, make sure to follow us. And that's it, man. Shout out PR. Thank you so much. Thank you guys
man.
all.
Thank you
Tanqueray
everyone
Beats.
who joined.
Tanqueray Beats. Derek Nathaniel's in here. Thanks for coming, Derek. I know that's your homie.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Cinematics Harsh is also my homie. Yeah.
Is that your brother or your homie?
Nah, not my brother.
Okay.
One of
I
our
got
best
you.
friends. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, shout out BK Fire, Satan, Jay Rigo for some great questions, Cloud9 Music. Yeah, man. Take care, everyone.
Shout out to everyone. Yeah.
Have a
Great,
good night, bro.
man. It was great chatting to you.
Yes, sir. Everyone stay safe, all right?
Yeah.
Stay safe, PR.
You
All
too.
right.
You too.
Peace, man.